fucking wrong with me, man? There's something seriously
You're
fucking
live.
wrong
You're
with me.
live. You're cussing in your life.
This is my channel, and I do a lot of cursey words on my channel.
Fucking A, Bubba. Holy shit.
That's right. We do a lot of things with cursey words around here. Hi,
Welcome,
everybody.
guys. Welcome to the Cursey Word channel. And
Fuck yeah,
today's
it's
cursey
twisted.
word is Farfig Nougat.
Why cold twisted?
Farfig
Try saying
Nougat.
man, perfect nougat. No, I don't know.
Farfig
Shit.
Nougat.
Hi, Josh. How are you?
Good. How you doing? Anybody
How
here?
you doing? I'm doing great. How you gems? How the hell are you, you beautiful gems? Look at all y'all. We had like a whole
Just-
entourage
Let's see who
waiting
we
for
got
us. I love it.
All right. Who's here? Angie.
Hey,
Clint.
there's
Hey,
my favorite
baby.
crystal witch. Hi, Chloe.
Tina.
Hi
Chloe,
guys, hi guys, hi guys. All right, it is Tuesday, and you know what we do on Tuesdays? We do this twice told, twisted Tuesday reads. Where I'm going to look at the pattern. I am your operator for this lovely part of Tuesday, and Josh is your caboose. He's going to bring it all in a healing way. I'm basically gonna just create a whole new tunnel for you in patterns, and Josh is gonna show you how to bring in the healing for that. So Angie has already opened the door, so let me quickly go through my disclaimer. On my channel, we are a shadow-based channel. My hostess are my moderators. Every day of the week, I have a moderator that is the line keeper, your placeholder. She is, or he is, the person that you will need to get for your list. If you are ready to get on the list, she has opened the door. Simply put me in the chats, and she will get a beautiful little list going for us. Once you're on the list, if you need to leave for any reason, whether you need to pee, answer the phone, go make breakfast, go do whatever, go say hi on someone else's channel, whatever you may need, let your hostess Angie know. She will hold your place, and you will still get your read, and you can come back and watch it when you are available. If you do not speak up, you don't get your read. It goes just like that. Other than that, if you need anything else, if you need a link for Josh, a link for me, a link for another channel, all of those beautiful people in blue can help you out. Other than that, sit back, strap on your seatbelt, and enjoy the ride. Woo! Okay, disclaimer out.
There you go.
How you feeling, Josh?
All right. Chloe, how are you? And we'll see you Friday morning. Chloe will be on my channel Friday with crystals. So if you need some crystals, guys, Chloe, of course, you can go to at Chloe's Crystals, capital C, or Chloe's Crystals.shop. You can use the coupon FAM, or what is Floyd FAM, FLOYD FAM for 15% off too. So there you go, guys.
Absolutely. So I have a lot of team, and I have a big team. Most of y'all know it. So I have a pixie, and his name is Tut. Well, his name isn't Tut. I call him Tut because I can't pronounce his actual real name, guys. I'm just gonna keep it on. So I call him Tut because he has the mind frame of King Tut. And he has a thing for crystals and stones. And when somebody says, "Oh, I found a pretty rock," he loses his shit. It's not a rock. He literally loses his shit. He's over here going, "Did she call it a rock? Did she call it a rock? She called it a rock. She called it a rock." And I'm laughing. So I wasn't laughing at Josh. I just want to clear that up. I was laughing at Tut because someone in chat called a crystal or a stone a rock. And yeah, it's not gravel. So
I got that.
Yeah, it's funny.
The Steve Martin King Tut joke that he did on Saturday Night Live many years ago. You ever see that? It's hilarious, right? The King Tut. So yeah. That goes back with I mean, we're going to get old here, right? I'm old school. So when King Tut was touring the United States, remember, and everywhere King Tut went, they had all those darn. There was always bad luck wherever it went. Every single place King Tut went, the museum had issues of some sort or another. There was a fire and this and that. Yeah, he was not meant to be removed from his tomb, people. But that's a whole nother deal. He'll move in the dead. Let's just parade the dead around the country and see if that's a good idea.
Oh man, do you guys realize that right now, this day right now, as close as we are 10 days from Halloween and 11 days from Samhain. I can't wait. I can't wait. I am so ready. I'm so ready. Oh man, I'm so ready. I love this time of year. I love the dress up. Are you guys dressing up this year? We're killing time chit-chatting while we wait on our first list. So if you're in chat right now and you're dressing up, tell us, what are you this year? What
parking attendant at Red Rocks
character are you dressing up as? Are you creating?
I will be a parking attendant at Red Rocks. It is costume because it's what I would work. I have to work. So I may carve a pumpkin and stick it at the end of the lot there just for the heck of it.
Oh, I was gonna say you could be like the headless horseman. You could put cut out the mask and put the pumpkin over your head and you could be.
I wish I could. I don't know. I'll see if people they're allowing for any dress up, or if we have to follow the rules and make sure our vest. And either way, whatever I wear, it has to have a vest outside of itself. So I can pretty much wear anything underneath.
Maybe you can put some eyeliner on and mess your hair up, and you could just be
we have to buy the eyeliner.
Fortunately,
I get to say this. I'd have to buy the eyeliner first, guys. So we'll leave that alone.
I mean, it's Halloween time.
Yeah, just
you can paint your nails. Do you have to buy polish too? You don't have any polish in your house either?
Well, no, it's just me. It's just me. What do I need? Why? Well, yeah, but I don't nail polish my. I mean, yeah, I have a nail file and I do those things. But yeah, no, I don't polish my nails because it's just me. Why would I polish my own nails? I'm a guy. I mean, I don't polish my nails. It's just nails. I bite my nails instead.
It's not polished, but look. It looks like polished, but guess what?
No,
you're getting a manicure. You better get some shit.
No, put a clear hardener on there. No, I don't disagree that like an acrylic hardener or something. That's a whole different deal. But I'm not going to put a colored polish on it.
Men wear polish when real burly, strong men.
I know. I see them all the time. It's just on my
manicures when I did women's. I was like, man.
I've had my one petty or my one manicure. I've had no petties. I've had my one manicure, my one massage. No petties.
Absolutely.
I still don't know how to crack anything. I've still never cracked my knuckles. So I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah, well I'm a cracking fool. I crack it all. Angie has our first list, and it's pretty.
Okay,
they're taking it easy on us today. We only got 3 of them.
Well, let's get the crack-a-lackin' on number 1 at least.
All right, so up number 1 is Andrea. And then we have Tina, and then Angie. So Andrea. All right. Andrea's patterns. Oh, and I also have a new guy in. His name's Dylan, and I'm trying to see where he's going to fit on my team. So if you hear me talking to Dylan, he's just a new one on my team, guys. So just we may be arguing, and if we are, I'll do it peacefully.
Still got the healer sitting here, so we'll just leave that up. It's stunning. So if you need some healing, if your reading involves healing, let's see what happens.
Okay. I'm just looking at the cards he's picking right now. Okay, one more. Oh, hey. So listen, there's a rule here. If you let it hit the floor, that means it's at their door. It's unspoken rule. So this one's at their door. Oh, my arm. Ow, ow, ow. The doctors are so mean to me. They gave me all them shots.
Hi, everyone. We do have a couple of new people show here. Peace, E9G, and Rossi's here too. So they both want reads too. Great.
My beautiful Rossi. Rossi's not new. We got new. Who's new in the family today? If you're new in the family, put something funky in there and let me know we got a new gem in the family, because I have an assignment for you. Just saying, that's what happens when new people come in. They get a first day assignment. Isn't college terrible? No, it's wonderful. All right, let me see here. All right, community straight through.
Oh, and since Chloe's in the chat, I'm going to take advantage of the live YouTube here. Hey, Chloe. We had multiple requests for Healerite. If you are able to get Healerite, apparently had some effect. We did energetics today, so if you have Healerite, you're able to get it. It's kind of one.
Yeah, it's on my long list of Chloe stones. She's got like a list, y'all. I'm like, God damn, Hershey, all this shit. Finding them one at a time, you know. Oh, and there was something else I seen in chat too. Now that you said that. It was something. I think it was Janet. Was it Janet? Tina? Maybe it was Tina. No, maybe it wasn't either one of them. Because I said, oh yeah, I need to make sure Chloe's got some of that because I needed some too. And I can't remember it. Okay, so for a pattern, oh, here we go. It's doing that stupid shit. I gotta touch my screen again. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can do this real quickly. Open in Chrome. Open in Chrome. All right, now I got to get rid of the other one or I'm echoing. Okay, close. All right. I'm still here, and now I'm opened in Chrome, and I shouldn't have any more issues. Okay. So pattern one. This is just one, and this is a possible pattern, right?
Feel it.
Woo. Okay. So sometimes, some of us really, really, really turn internally when faced with something heavy. Could it be just your landlord's coming and you don't do good talking to people that somewhat in your head have created a power struggle in your head to where you don't feel like you could talk to them? It could be a landlord. It could be an authority figure of any kind. It could be your boss. If your boss is a nagging ass fool that never sees you and you feel unappreciated, you kind of crawl inside yourself, it looks like. So what I get is community. But surrounding community is foresight and doom. Straight arrow to community. Your shell's upside down. Your peace frog is upside down. So it looks like maybe you're just not you're a non-confrontational kind of person, which is really good. But it looks like when you have to meet with someone, it could just be somebody coming in to do a health inspection for your home or your restaurant or whatever. You kind of turn into yourself. Maybe you don't really feel confident enough when it comes to communication, and because of your just not seeing what your voice is capable of, or what kind of it feels like to not have to be in confrontation, but just be in conversation and not have your brain thinking that it's confrontation or conflict. It just one possible pattern that I see looking and standing from this end. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Absolutely. But if it resonates, then let's hear what Josh has to say for the caboose and the healing part of this kind of pattern.
Yeah, Andrea, my question is, if you're turning internally heavy energies upside down, non-confrontational, then where's your universe see not heard? Were your parents overbearing? Was your dad louder than he needed to be? Were you placed in a small place in your universe? That's the question I'm asking because I'm feeling generally that's a pattern. If you kind of quiet down to authority figures or to like a landlord, then there's usually a self-esteem of some sort, and then for myself, yeah, I used to cower down to all kinds of because everybody was above me. So I lived from a really small story. So that's the question: are you living from a smaller story? Let's see what we get here. We're gonna pick a new deck here. This is a deck I got from. Either way, this is a deck that I got from another YouTuber. All right, so it's balance, perfect. So if you're feeling number 43, which is 4, 5, 6, 7. So balance. These are really cool cards of foil on the side too. So that's moon cards. So it's going to talk about moon, and we'll see what we get here. We're in the new moon. I missed Jared's fire home last night, but yeah. But when you start syncing your own universe, some things fall out of sync, but you're syncing yourself. So find your balance, and this card's talking about as far as the moon goes. It's actually talking about the root chakra as well. So yeah, if you're having trouble generally dealing with authority, it's either in the throat chakra or the root chakra in some aspect. So we're going to check the mind info oracle cards here, and giving you abundance here. But yeah, if you're having trouble speaking with somebody, maybe there's an abundance of you not being able to generate speak in your universe. All right. That's not the right card. Honestly, I'm feeling that there's some sort of parental, like a pattern this is the pattern that you've had for a while, right? Like if your boss, Bob, as we use in Good Dunning here. So if Bob comes through and starts yelling at you about your TPS reports, then in your universe, it brings you small, right? Because you're conflating what Bob's saying about your TPS reports as part of who you are, right? And so I can't speak to that, but that's what I'm feeling energetically. Here we go. Kuan Yin can help with this. She's the divine feminine at her best, right? That's the card. All right, we can legally view this one. There we go. And so blossoms of the sky dancer, Kuan Yin guides you to remember the creator energy and spiritual light that's within you, which causes all life around you to bloom. Creation is natural spiritual power within you, beloved. Force can slow down the process. It is time to stop striving and to allow your manifestations to occur. Trust and let go, and be constant and allow your creation to flow. So you're blocking. There's something there's blocks in your. What I'm seeing is there's blocks in your patterns, right? So who are you? Why are you blocking yourself from authority? Why are you blocking yourself from others? And why are you blocking yourself from yourself? And that's tied to, if your landlord's, the example that your landlord's coming over and you can't communicate with your landlord. So the biggest thing from your end is grab the journal there, and any single time you feel that block, it's going to be hard, but it's the work, right? Shadow work, right? So you would find, and the moment you start to feel out of frame, write down why, when, where, what, who, and how. What's going on? Frame yourself in that moment so you can see what's kicking you out of your trick, kicking you out of space. If you're not in frame at all, then it's a matter of looking into childhood traumas and seeing what patterns, what's going on that you've carried over, and what you're allowing to still stand in your frame. That's keeping you there. But hopefully that helps, Andrea. We love you, and only one and the point of all this is that we hope you find the patterns that are helping that are blocking you, so we can help you move forward and find what's going on in your universe, right?
The only thing I would go back to for me, because he just kept talking and talking and talking, and I finally just had to be like, just be still with it. I read your comment about you're trying to have a conversation with another individual, right? Sometimes someone wants something that we don't want, or they want something more than we want it, right? This could apply in that situation because maybe it's not us that's struggling to communicate, it's someone else struggling to hear what we're saying. It is a place that literally walks on that same line, like love and hate, believe it or not, love and pride, white and black, clear, cloudy. They all kind of balance themselves on a very thin line. The thin line is so there. I don't even know why they call it a thin line. It's not even basically there. It's just one end and the other end, and then everything in the middle is what they call balance. So yeah. Take it slow, but make sure that you are completely heard and understood. And that's what I got for you. I just wanted to add that little bit to mine that I forgot to add to it. That's what I got.
Cool.
Tina, Angie, Rossi, Peace, and Joanna. If I said that right. I feel like I did. I think every time you come in, Joanna, I'm wondering if I said your name correctly. At least I'm starting to have a deja vu moment here, y'all. Am I having a deja vu moment? I feel like I am.
Ujade.
Ujade. Ujade. All right. Beautiful Tina. Tina. All right.
And favorite to your husband's hand there, Tina. Again.
Say it like that, Joanna. Joanna. I went to school with a Joanna, and that's pretty much, I think, almost exactly how she spelled her name. And then she had a sister, Jadaria, or something. I think it was Jadaria or something. I don't know, but anyway, her mom had a thing for J's, and every one of them, there was like 10 of them, and every single one of them had a J. Every one of them she had a thing for J's, and the dad wasn't a J, and neither was the mom. But every one of their kids, and all were the same mother and father, and every one of them was a J. Nice. Ask them, where does the J come from? All right. Ooh. Okay. Yep. I think you're pretty good at this, Dylan. So far, I mean, I'm reading you. You're making it pretty clear. Okay. All right. So you want these on like? Okay. So we're picturing this. Go with it. It's the season. Okay. Go with it. It's the season. Picture 2 headstones. Literally, oh boy, this is going to be interesting. Picture 2 headstones. These 2 headstones were husband and wife, brother and sister, mother and father. Who knows, right? They're side by side, and they're sitting off somewhere. They're not even in the rest of what's going on in the graveyard and or cemetery that you're standing in, right? So while you're standing there, you're reading them, right? And as you're reading them, one beautiful, gorgeous testimony stone says, This person lays here waiting to meet you. This person has a connection that will help you with conflict and help you get a strong bearing and foot on your foundation. And then right next to that tombstone is another tombstone. And in that tombstone, the message says, here lies someone that had a breakthrough in the memories of things forgotten. They were reminded by the dragon that they allowed change their perspective. So what I think is going on right here is that you have an amazing chance to connect to something, and you think you need this. And please don't take this the wrong way, because I am a dragon and I am the mother of dragons. I love dragons, but if I think that a dragon has to come and grab my little damn collar and pop my collar or lift me to change my perspective, I am living in a place that is not connected to my guides. I'm connected to self-ego, self-pride. I'm not giving a damn what the next person thinks about me, says about me, because I don't care about me, right? But if you know that you are that dragon, and that dragon is going to stand firmly and wait for that connection, that dragon will stand 1,000,000 years before moving one flinching muscle to stand their ground and stand in what they believe in and stand in their faith, stand in their lane. So I believe you have an option that if you'll stop looking for a real life dragon and find the dragon within yourself, this pattern that keeps coming up with conflict will absolutely be something that you can put your foot on and squash it like the annoying little bug that it is, because you can't accept the conflict and not accept that you could be creating it. You need to squash it, find the dragon within, and then change your perspective so that you can understand that I'm doing this for myself. We have to let go of things that are not serving us, no matter how much we love it, how long it's been in our life, and all of that. But if we can't let that side of us that is detrimental to us go, we can't grow. You can't shed your skin. You cannot grow to the mighty dragon you're meant to be if you cannot shed the old versions of you that are suffocating the new you inside of you. So it looks like when it comes to conflict, you keep looking outside. According to the cards, you look outside of yourself for someone or something instead of looking into yourself in all of the times, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's what I'm picking up on. And that's so not normally what I pick up for you, Tina. Whew, okay, that's what I got for you, Tina. Strictly for conflict, though. Strictly about conflict, not any other parts, but that's what I got.
Hey, Tina, love you, beautiful soul. Thank you for all you do. And the favor to your husband there in his hand. All right, so I'm just gonna. I took notes. I take notes because she's laying out, and then I'm gonna pull cards here. So let's see what we get. This is a little bit of a different deck here. Gratitude and good fortune. So heart chakra. So maybe see how that's up. But so if you're looking to outside yourself, then yeah, for any conflict, the conflict's all. If you're in conflict with somebody, then you're in conflict inside yourself first, because you wouldn't allow for conflict to be outside of yourself if there wasn't something conflicting inside you, because you wouldn't allow the conflict to generate generally. But here we go. All right, and this is I say nothing. I'm gonna put this guy back. Kuan Yin. There we go. We say nothing. Deeply with Kuan Yin on this channel. Enlighten action. Choose compassion. There we go. If you find your head, it's more like move forward with grace. That's the card I would do. That's the perfect word. So if you're in conflict, there's only really one way to do so, and is to choose that compassionate space, right? To move forward with grace. If you're in compassion or in conflict, generally, if you get into conflict with somebody and you're looking outside yourself, generally speaking, then yeah, it's your ego. If you're in conflict, Saint Germain, if you are in conflict with somebody else, but you are not looking inside yourself, then you are doing yourself a disservice. Because if you are in conflict, then there's something inside you that's allowing that conflict to occur. The natural state is not to be in conflict with another human being, right? And generally speaking, we do not feel organized inside. We do not feel at space if we are in conflict with somebody else. So the question you have for yourself is, if you are looking outside yourself, if you are in conflict with somebody else, something in your universe, it doesn't have to be a specific person or anything else, anything you are in conflict with, right? Then you are not centered in yourself because you are not in allowing state, right? Things you need to look inside yourself to see why you would allow for the conflict to even occur, right? Generally speaking, you are not looking from a rational standpoint to go, what is going on? Let us talk like rational adults. Let us see what is the deal. If you are conflicting, then you are allowing for ego, for fear, for energies we don't want to we may carry, but we don't want to front load these energies, right? You don't want to front load your anxieties, right? You may have anxiety, but you are not going to run with it, run down the street, flaming anxiety, right? That is not good, right? You are in control, right? You are in understanding and you find your center. But in this case, are you letting certain energies drive the bus, so to speak, in your universe? That is what we are feeling, Tina. And it's not all the time, of course, we know who you are. But what we are getting at is there are times where energies will just be left and they just will go, right? And then they start driving the bus and you are like, what is going on? I did not order this energy, but it is happening. And so you are going to, they're asking you when you feel off center, right? You start to get into conflict. You stop, pause, step away, center inside yourself and see what is allowing for that conflict. Why are you falling out of center in your frame? That is what we have for you. We love you, Tina. And what you do for the bigger, greater source field, your energies are always welcome. We love you. That's what I got, Tina. Kuan Yin is asking you to choose compassion and move forward with grace. So, and then Saint Germain's going to back that up with when things happen, if you find yourself in a conflictive state, that's when you step out of the room. I got to go to the bathroom. Pardon me, I'll be right back. Whatever it is, you pause for the cause and reframe yourself. What is and this is what I'm doing in my shadow work. What is allowing you to fall out of that frame? What is the energetics that's going on? What's going on inside Tina? Because that's all that really matters in the long run. Now, what's going on inside Tina? And how is she grappling those energies and handling whatever's going on? Is she coming from ego? Is she coming from fear? Is she coming from anger, frustration? What emotion's taking over? And where is that linked? Is that linked to a childhood trauma, maybe? That's what I got.
Nice. Okay, go do. Oh, do you need to? Did you need to excuse yourself a minute?
What's that?
Did you need to excuse yourself for a minute?
No, not at all. I was going to say hi to Karen Suki, who just jumped into the chat.
Yep, I saw her and my beautiful Jane and everybody. Hello, all of my beautiful gems. Okay, no, I thought I heard you say that you needed to use the restroom, so I guess maybe Did anyone else hear Josh say I need to use the restroom, or am I Jedi jump timeline?
No. What I said was to Tina. I said, if you need to excuse yourself, I need to go to the bathroom and center your energies. Is what I was saying.
Oh,
if you start to get in conflict with somebody, the idea is to step out of the frame so that you don't allow that conflict to boil up. So you step out, center your energy, and figure out why you're allowing the energies to boil. It's like, I gotta go to the bathroom for a second. Let's hold this conversation. That's the easiest way to step out of a frame. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Okay, wait a minute. It's just an easy way to. Nobody's going to argue with you unless they're like you're in the middle of a knockdown drag out. They're just going to be like, yeah, go to the bathroom. We'll figure this out. We'll talk in a minute.
Clearly, that went over my head. So wow. Okay.
Right? I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay, wow. All right, Angie, Rossi, Peace, and Joanna. And then I think we got another list I'll go find after that one. Okay, so real quick, I only have one thing that's showing up, Angie. Okay, so basically, Miles keeps telling Dylan to be quiet because he needs you to hear this. So this is directly coming from Miles. Stop listening to all the eternal untold stories. Everybody is going to sing their shoulda, woulda, couldas and their own version of the blues. Stop listening to all of the shoulda, woulda, couldas singing their blues. That is their blues, their story, their story. That is not your story. You cannot, nor will you ever find your story within someone else's experience. Okay? You may have similar things in common with people, and that is what the world is designed to be. He really wants you to understand that the untold yippity yap folklore gossip is exactly just that. It is a wish, and only bad guys and demons and things that want to take from you will grant you a wish. Okay? It is an obstacle illusion, and stop rushing to it, right? If the universe is truly bringing this as a gift, that's it and that's all. A wish has an IOU attached to it. Wishes are magic that must be paid for. So I guarantee you, if you think the universe says, oh, we'll grant you a wish, bullshit. This is just me coming to you as a sister from another mister, telling you from so many rodeos that I have been to, a wish is not coming from the universe. A blessing, a fucking blessing, something impossible the universe will make possible, but there's no IOU attached to it, and there's no damn receipt, and they're not doing it for anyone else's blessing but yours. No one else's. They're not doing it to showboat. They're not doing it for the big picture. They're not doing for big I, little you. None of that. There's nothing attached to it when it comes from the universe. If it is coming from a wish, that is part of that eternal bullshit obstacle illusion that will keep you fucking running in circles. If they have the word wish tied to it, let that be a big ass red flag from here on out that if you go through it, it's on you, and there is one hell of a consequence. But that untold story within you, you are hitting blocks because you are not dabbling with water enough, and you are not holding hope enough. Okay? I need you to get into your tarot deck, pull out the star card, and study it day and night for 3 days. And that's Miles's message to you. Sorry, I don't have a pattern. He just had a direct message. That's all I got. Yeah. There you go,
all right,
Josh.
Angie, so stop listening to... All right. Shoulda, woulda, could have. You can't shoulda, woulda, could have anything in your universe, because what you chose at the time is what you chose based on energy, and what they chose is what the best. Anybody's choice is the best choice you could have made. Why? Because it's the choice you made in that moment, in that energy. So you shoulda, woulda, could have. You can eliminate that if you can see it almost immediately. But yeah, let's see what we've got here. I'm going to pull out the hero's journey card. We're all on the hero's journey. What? You're the hero, and the journey is what? To find yourself. All right, so divine drunkenness. There you go. All right, I'll pull this up a little bit. There you go. Divine drunkenness. It's a 45 or a 9. Endings bring new beginnings, a cycle change of some portion or another. So what are you cycling out of? Something. I can't tell you what. Surrender to your spiritual reverie. So surrender, first off. Are you surrendering? Are you holding up energies? That's the first question. Second question is, all right. Ooh. And this is something that I'm seeing that a lot of us are having issues with, even myself. But really, it's always about fear, and usually fear is what? Unhealed something, right? So if we're having trouble doing what I'm about to flip the card out, then where is the fear? That is, the lack of trust, the lack of healing within yourself to know that you're going to be taken care of. It's asking you a number 33, which we do not mess with. It's a master number. It's the master 33 versus 32. Yeah, we can stand there and state that all day if you want. But 33, that's my apartment number too. That's the number to get up and do, right? It's the void. Step into the unknown. And if you're dealing with people who are living in should have, would haves, and could haves, then they're not stepping into the unknown. They're living in in the broken energies of their busted up and destroyed universe that they're standing in, because they're living in should have, could have, and would have, right? They're not seeing anything else but that. And so that's going to bring anybody who stands in that frame is going to tear your universe down. Just those energies. Energies like a cult, right? So you stand in a room with a bunch of people who have a cult, what's going to happen? You're going to get a cult. You stand in a room with a bunch of people with fear. Generally speaking, what's going to happen? The longer you stand there, the more fear energies you might allow into your frame, right? And should have, would have, and could have are generally just it's either fear or love, and everything's a root of one of those two. So perfect. So the next card, and the really fun, have faith, right? So you got to have faith, right? There you go. So have faith. I don't know what's flipping in your universe, Angie, but right, we did see the word hope and the star card. So when we have faith here, so I'm going to leave this alone. And like Hershey said, they're going to start milling on the star card there, and you'll see where the have faith matches in a lot of ways, right? So have faith. It's not always easy to have faith. Trust that everything is going to be okay. If you're sitting in the energies of should have, would have, could have, you won't see the trust that everything's going to be okay until you can clear the should have, would have, could have. So yes, yet still you must do exactly that. Trust that everything will be okay. So stand in that energy and allow for it. And have faith and study the star card. And you'll see where the two marry together there. And I think it'll all work out for you.
Absolutely. Love it. Love it. So Janet says, my sister used to say, the cat's on fire, gotta go. When I saw that comment, all I heard my grandfather say was, the stall's on fire. My grandfather used to say, the stall's on fire, right? So I know the statement, well, I gotta go. Instead of excusing yourself to the fucking bathroom, my cat's on fire, I gotta go, Nice. Yeah, I definitely understand it. Gots to go. That's my cue. Burn out. I love it. I love it. Hi, Brooke. Hi, everybody coming in. Welcome, I love y'all, gems. Love you. All right, Rossi, Peace, and Joanna. And then I'm going to have to go see if there's another list somewhere. If it is way back in chat. So, Angie, if there's another list, can you go ahead and redrop the new list? Because there's no way I'm going back through chat for it. So, thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, and this is the Full Moon Oracle, guys. I got this deck. I got this deck from Winter Wolf Tarot on YouTube. I won it from her. And so if you want to check out Winter Wolf Tarot, she's a great soul. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, the Morgan has got a lot to say today. Okay, wow. So when I got this deck like 4 months ago, remember I told you there's cards in the Morgan that I can't put on. I'm not monetized, but I'm still not going to put them on there because they are visually horrible. But good thing it's the season, so you're going to see the card today. Because it's the Halloween season. So there's that. Okay. But it'll make you say, ew, ew, ew. I'm like, ew. Every classic great horror movie has got a scene like this if it's a great classic. So yeah, it's definitely in the season of. So yeah, there's that.
Speaking of horror movies, we went on the property of the Stanley Hotel last night. So when we were so if you know the Stanley Hotel, guys, that's The Shining.
Damn, I want some of the
I wasn't a good angle to get a good picture of it because they got all this fencing around it. But yeah, we were on the property.
I want some dirt from there. Is it not snow covered yet, right?
No, I can the next time I go up there, I can get you some dirt.
Well, ask permission from the universe and Gaia herself, but I want some dirt from there. Oh my God, I want some of that dirt.
There's enough construction there, it's easy to do. But yeah, they had it lit up in from what we could see, they had it lit up in red.
Oh wow.
Yeah, if you don't know the Stanley Hotel, that's the main character, not the secondary. It's the main character from the movie The Shining. The hotel's the main character. Jeff Nicholson's the secondary character. The hotel is the own character. And the main one. Is it Jack who goes insane, or is it the hotel that drives him insane?
The hotel is insane, and it takes him with him. It takes someone with them every year that it activates.
Yep.
So, okay, there's a couple of things here. Okay, so wait, I can't hear you both. Miles, hold on. You want you get Miles, shush. Go ahead. Okay. Uh-huh. So I should, you want this and this and this. So this. So this is almost a reminder. I mean, okay, so today needs to be about patterns. Like, I know you heard Miles do a direct message, but that's not your place. Well, you're a ghost, and I appreciate your opinion, but do you have a pattern? Okay, so I see the way you built it. Can I just go with what you gave me? And you're going too deep. Okay, look, I'm just gonna roll with it. And you tell me how off I am afterwards. Okay, look. So here's what I think I see. So there's a purpose for you. There is a purpose for all of us, but some of us have a purpose that maybe we don't realize how to activate, become aware of, or maybe even understand, right? So, what I need you to do is realize that it's happening in situations where it could be a horrible accident. Listen, I'm going to extreme things here, and something protects you. Or you're realizing that you and someone else may have the exact same adventure, but their experience is horrible and yours was absolutely gorgeous. So there is a pattern. It's happening right there, and they think you're not seeing it, right? So you have purpose in reverse when it comes to scarab and shield. All right. And they're pairing it with devil and slain. Okay. Look at that. Ew, gross. Getting your eyeball pecked out by crows. I fucking love it. But I like a good classic horror movie, and that's what I'm referring to. And devil, right? So when you think about those two aspects paired with shield and scarab, then you have to understand that your purpose is challenging you, right? It's challenging you, and you do have an opening. You have a huge window coming up, and I'm not quite sure what this means, but either you're going to see a fallen star or a shooting star, or maybe that gorgeous comet that's in the sky. You're going to have an opportunity, and it's at that moment that you're going to realize either you're going to see something, whether it's in your third eye, a dream, a movie, in someone else's interpretation, and you're going to absolutely know what it is, and you're going to be able to talk about it like you were there too. Your shield protects you in situations that you're not quite seeing. And if you want to see it clearer, then you need to, for one, go outside, because it happens outside. And it doesn't always have to be a comet. It could be a supermoon. It could be a power moon. It could be a falling star, a shooting star. When the planet Venus is seen by the human eye, or Saturn or Neptune, when there is a conjunction going on in that gorgeous, beautiful thing up there, there is awareness for you. So make sure that you are outside and not inside with walls breaking your connection. You make sure you are outside, and you will see whatever it is that you not seeing as your purpose. There's something definitely, when devils and bad things and crows that want to pick your eyeballs out come in your presence, this activates something, and you're not recognizing that that is your purpose. And you can use that to shield more than just yourself. You can shield other people. I think they're telling me that you are a shield, and you can help those that maybe can't help themselves. And that's what I've got for you.
All right. Rossi, beautiful soul. All right. Oh, perfect. There we go. We got this. All right, card number 40, right? 404 is trust from the angels. They trust in the angels, trust your universe. The 0 is you, right? Your universe, right? The 0 represents the universe, yours. So 40, card number 40, surrender. That's something you're not doing. So surrender. If you want to see what you need to see for your universe as far as what you're supposed to be doing, a lot of that has to do with surrendering because you have to let it come in, right? You cannot control it per se. So your purpose, with having purpose in reverse, are you feeling purposeless? Are you allowing yourself to sit in that energy of purposelessness? And are you not seeing the value of you as source? You have value. I know you. You have amazing. You are amazing. So yeah, you are being protected. You're protecting yourself. But let me see what we've got here. Bear with me a moment. Focus. Perfect. In order for you to see your purpose, sometimes it takes there we go, get that focus. It takes a little focus too, right? Focus, just some focused energy. But I've got White Buffalo Calfwoman waiting to come in to back up what Hershey said there. If you are looking, White Buffalo Calfwoman, if you are looking for your purpose, as we are hearing Hershey say, and she is saying to step outside. We've been talking about that today, right? So step yourself outside. Go with White Buffalo Calfwoman and find yourself on the ground. Go and look for that purpose. It will find you. But sitting in the same energies every day, sitting in the same energies inside in the same space, looking for the purpose will spin you around. You have to do different. What we are getting from Hershey is allow the universe to inspire you, right? Allow the miracles to happen as you step outside and see yourself with Mother Gaia. Go out today and see if you don't see a hawk overhead, or tonight and see the shooting star as per Hershey. The hawk, the eagle, the raven. All messages from Mother Gaia that you have purpose, that you are bigger than you think you are. Go stand by a larger body of water, and you will feel you have a purpose. You are a part of the flow of everything that is. You are breathing in and breathing out. Breathes in and works with Mother Gaia. If no purpose is seen, at least feel that. You are Mother Gaia's breath inside yourself. You are the love that you are looking for, Rasi, and do not need to know how to activate or understand what your purpose is. You need to let it flow into you. Releasing. There we go. So there we go. So that's what I've got for you, Rasi. Looking for something, when you look for something, you don't find it. I'm gonna leave it at that.
Y'all didn't tell me Uncle G snuck in here. If you're still lurking, Uncle G, hi, Uncle G. I can't wait to see you Friday. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, Peace, you're up. Rossi says she's outside having lunch. I have a scarab necklace that I wear. Oh, shit. Oh, that amulet, that shield. Oh, yeah, baby.
Beautiful.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Take that breath, Rasi, while you're sitting out there and just give it to the water. Just let it go.
They turned the heat off on me. It was cold in Florida yesterday. I was outside mad, yelling at the universe, turn the heat back on. It was, I'm not ready.
It's interesting what one's idea of heat is versus one's idea of cold is. It's interesting, depending on where you are in your universe.
70, and I'm outside. I'm not kidding you. I had a t-shirt, a hoodie, my robe, and sweatpants on, and I'm just yakking, talking to all my peeps, and they're laughing. They're like, you're a true Floridian. I'm like, but I guess I've been this way since I was a teenager, because I'm fucking cold. Turn the heat on. Oh, man. All right. Let me see. Peace and Joanna. And if Angie, is Joanna last one, or is there a list and I missed it yet again? Okay. All right. Let me focus on peace. Peace. And y'all, please be mad at all the doctors today. They poked me 6 times and it hurts. Ooh.
Sending clearing to for all the poking that we're sending clearing to your auric field there
like,
from all the energies from the.
So many times. Joanna's last. Okay. All right. That's what's up. All right. So the door's closed. Woo!
Wait. Hang on. That may not be the case. Hang on. Is there anybody? Lulu wanted one as well. We can fit Lulu after Joanna.
Oh, okay. So I guess the door's still open. All right. Good shit. Good shit.
Yeah, we got you, Lulu. If there's anybody else, let us know, though. Throw it in the chat there, please.
And Uncle G, he's probably crafting or building something or sanding down something. I can, or maybe he's sewing some new fabric. Oh, man. He's so talented with that shit, man. He never knows what's going to catch his attention, too. It could be the lighting of it, the pattern, the flow. Okay. So this is literally like the universe sign. Okay. And we are doing this. Oh, okay. So you want it in the challenge position. Okay. So, okay. Well, hey, you know what? Who am I to tell you no? Okay. So let's just go with it. This is a direct message from Dylan. So, Dylan says that time goes by much too fast, and so many times the universe has tried to show you something that will last. And how time has caught up with you, and you need something before your time is through. It comes in the form of a talisman, and it is about being a pollinator and collector. So, this needs to be something that can collect and also receive. So this talisman needs to be a pollinator. So it needs to have multiple kind of things going on. That rhymed a whole lot. You did pretty good with that. All right, that's what I got for you. Direct message from Dylan. Time is quite short, and I don't know what is coming your direction, but you're going to need a very strong talisman, and it needs to do two very specific jobs. So look at all the metaphors that encompasses, because I can only guess that there's more than probably a bunch. So something that is a pollinator, a collector, and also a receiver. Sounds like you got a homework assignment, and that's what I got for you, babe.
All right, so I'm going to see what I can get off of that. There's no pattern per se, but let's see what we have. Now the song stuck in my head is the Alan Parsons Project, "Time Flowing Like a River to the Sea."
Right.
To the sea. That song played in my head for a month straight when I filmed it at Dark Night of the Soul, 24/7. Yeah. 10 years ago. So change of heart. Embrace change. So are you embracing change? I'm to my own reading here, because I'm Dylan did his own there, God bless. And so yeah, so from this end, a change of heart. What are you looking to change there? If we're looking here that time goes by fast, as it does. I kind of popped out of my Dark Night of the Soul, and 10 years later, it's like coming out of a coma to an extent, and it's like, holy cow, what happened to the world? And I'm not actually kidding. Yeah, that can happen to you too if you're not careful. So embrace change, whatever that is in your universe. We cannot fight change. So you have to embrace it. If you fight change, you're fighting against yourself, and you're fighting against what? Your loving, living universe. I don't know what change you would be fighting against their piece in your universe, but if you're needing to create a talisman that is talking about creating a collecting and collector and create, then there's some change that needs to be done in some fashion. So Thoth, we bring in Thoth here, and Thoth is talking about divine magic. When the teacher awakens, the student becomes the master. So she's talking to her. And so embrace change and stand in that change. Stand in the change that you choose, because you're the divinity of creating that change, right? You're your own divinity. And so if you don't stand in your own divinity making that change, then that's not going to help very much. You can't make change a consistent and a real change if you don't realize that you're the one making that change. It's your energy. And the final one is proper burial for freedom. Sacrifice to Osiris, Lord of the Dead. So we're going to pull out the Isis card here. We'll pull it up, and we have to read at least the front here. So alphabetical order would take us to P Pyramid bar. Should be right here. Next one. Proper burial for freedom. There we go. We're not going to read the whole thing. It's like 5 pages. We could, but no. In order for life to flow and express itself, that which belongs in the world of death must be released. So what do you need to release? What have you not yet released? There is nothing to be gained and everything to be lost by trying to hold on which no longer serves us, which is better to left, no longer serves us, which is better to left to die. So it takes great spiritual courage and trust to allow these things to happen. Osiris, Lord of the Dead, guides you now to release that which no longer needs to be a part of your life so that you may be free. Are you collecting or are you creating? What do you need to release? Hopefully that helps, Peace. Yeah, thank you. Grateful. And thanks, Dylan. That was kind of, you didn't give me a message to play off of there, but appreciate what you did do.
Yeah, one and done over there, Dylan. That's all you get for today. Rossi, thank you, because I keep doing it. I keep saying Joanna instead of Juanita. My brain's
when you say Joanna, I'm thinking like marriage Joanna. Like I'm thinking like you're like marriage Joanna.
Right. Yeah, no, it's not marriage Joanna. I just stuck on that.
Stuck on you.
Juanita.
Juanita.
It is absolutely, I mean, no disrespect. It's not even a pun. I'm just literally, my brain is doing its thing. Yeah, the metal is having fun in my brain with that name, with your name. Beautiful. Soul, my name, your name. See, now my words are gone. Words hard. Yeah. Here we go. All right.
English hard.
English hard. Words hard. All right.
Actually, English is probably, they say that English is the hardest language in the world unless you're born in it. But well, I can't see that. When I look at Chinese and Japanese, I can't say that. So, because I just see lines and stuff, and it makes absolutely zero sense. So.
Too many words mean too many different things.
Well, the English language is all about spell casting. I don't know about any other language because I don't know any other language. But English language is all about casting spells. Ugh. Man, I haven't heard that song "To the Sea" from Alan Parsons Project forever. I don't know it for a month straight in my head.
Okay, let me see what's going on over here. So it's kind of like you're doing like an X, right? So you want me to read it like, okay, so I don't know if the letter X means anything to you, but here we go. All right, so lack and leisure in this formation, I don't know if he's saying like X marks the spot, or when you figure out the X, something there must become still. Okay, so in the center of that X that I have in front of me is stillness and peace. I don't know if you're on the outside. I don't even know if you know where the X is at. I don't know if you're currently going, where's Waldo? You know? So at this point, this is what they're wanting me to tell you, to explain to you. So leisure and lack are kind of going in one position of this. And on the other side, we have I and crystal ball, right? So in the flow of all of this, here's what I want you to understand. You do have growth opportunities coming up for you if you can figure out where the X is and put the X, that whatever that is right there, whether it's too much leisure time or maybe too much lack, like you're not putting enough oomph into it, whatever it is, once you boil down where and what that X is, it's going to open your eyes in so many different ways. You are going to see things quite differently, and there is growth on in with and in that stillness, because peace comes with this, right? So out of all three decks, what I can tell you is all three of them are saying the same thing, and they're doing it in the form of basically find the X. Somewhere in this X is a bunch of leisure and a bunch of lack. And you need to literally bring them together and find out how to get to that peace and stillness and not have it be conflict or emptiness. I think there is guidance as you start, kind of bringing that X in and finding out just exactly what's in the middle of the X. That's what I've got for you.
All right. Juanita, thank you. Grateful to see you here. Much love and favor. Let's see what we got here. We're going to just... all right. So I got card 36, which is a 9. 9 is a cycle change. So you're coming out of something in some fashion. But card is enlightenment, and it says, let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Da, da, da. Yeah, so the ether spirit, but it's about growing. So it's waxing. These are tied to the moon phases. So growing. We're not in a waxing gibbous. We're in a new moon. So it's about growing, though. And that would make sense with X. What is missing in your universe? So X marks the spot that's missing in your universe. So what is the missing link that's not finding balance within yourself? And so, yeah, that's the question that you need to find for yourself. But sitting in your light will certainly help that. Let's see what we've got here. Picked up bravery. You're being asked to make a tough decision. So, and this is a tough decision to find that balance in yourself. There's something that you're needing to do, you're not doing. There's some stillness that you're missing in yourself. And the where is X marks when you recognize the X, you will find peace. So what is the disrupting energies, the disruption that you're creating for yourself within your universe? The brave person will actually sit down and try to figure that out. And so however you choose to do the work, whether it's looking into your pattern, whether it's sitting there and going, what's causing me not to do X, Y, or Z, or what am I over-energizing, putting too much effort on and not putting enough effort in? Only you can do that, but it's your job to sit down with pen, paper, and your inside and do the work there. All right, White Buffalo, or not, we got Kuan Yin, I should say, but White Buffalo Capital might have a message too, but Kuan Yin's coming through here. Within you are precious, it's the Immortal Treasures card. And I think this is going to be perfect here. Because you are your own immortal treasure, and it sits inside yourself, if you can see that. You are a precious immortal treasure, gifts of your soul, which include the ability that you have to transmit healing. Honor yourself as a healer, so heal thyself with that X, right? And find that peace. Whether formally or informally, your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have a divine support in your role as a healer in whatever way you or usual or highly unusual that is unfolding for you now. And in order to be a healer for anybody else, one must heal themselves first. So White Buffalo Capital is coming to say to go ground yourself and then just sit with your breath. Nothing more. And if you sit with your breath and really allow the unexamined examine life, does that make sense? Not to try to overdo it, but just let it come through. The answer is right in front of you, and it's easier than you think to see it, but we block ourselves from the easiest stuff, usually. Thank you, Juanita. Hopefully that helped.
Thank you. Hey. Thank you. Lulu. Absolutely, my beautiful little witchy one. If you need to reach out, you already know, reach me out. And absolutely, always remember, if it doesn't resonate, don't worry about it. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. Come back, check it out next week. If it still don't apply, let it fly. Come back one more time, and if it makes a little more sense than it did today, right now, pay attention. 5 months down the road, you're curious, check it out. They're timeless. Doesn't happen or mean immediately. Dum. All right, Lulu, let's go. All right. And I do believe Lulu is our last gem for today.
If anybody else wants one, we'll give it another minute here, but otherwise we'll close it down.
Also, I want to thank anyone who may or may not have made a donation or went on to either of our wish list or links, we appreciate it very much.
Juanita, help me, guide me, spirit. Exactly. Allow spirit in and just go out and put your feet on the ground and just take a breath and just inhale spirit, so to speak, and watch what happens.
I don't understand what you're saying. No, you lost me. You lost me. I don't know what's going on here. Hold on. Miles, I'm gonna need you to come in. I mean, clearly I trust him, but oh man. Okay. So the okay. So what's getting, and this is what's getting in the way? Okay, because maybe they're not seeing it. All right, keep going, keep going. Maybe I think where I get what you're saying. So that's more like that's almost psychological then you're going to, right? So you like deep. You are not for a Tuesday, but you could probably be on a Monday. Okay, all right, look, I'm gonna just I do think I understand the pattern here. Okay. I he almost triggered me in my passion. Okay. Passion, right? That beautiful emotion has no ties to anger, right? And when we take passion and turn it into anger and aggression, we don't realize that's not even anger. We're not mad. It's passion, and it's being passionate, and it's temper, right? And that's our temper that's flaring and snarling and reacting and feeling defensive. It all started from passion, right? So you have a whole lot of pitchfork and fire, and I'm feeling like grab your pitchforks, and I'm having a Shrek moment. You know what I'm saying? Grab your pitchforks, boys. We're going to hunt us an org. You're the org they're hunting, though. Unfortunately, love, it's because of passion. Passion does not go with anger. Does not. And sometimes, well, it took me 30 something years to realize they don't go together. They don't even happen in the same parts of the brain. One happens in this hemisphere and the other happens in a whole nother hemisphere and down a few blocks to the left. And then you still got to go around the corner. And then when you get to the corner, you got to go down just a little bit more towards the street light, right? So they're so far in the hemisphere away from each other, but because we don't give it its acquired and acceptable place in our life, we just bunch it all up together. Sometimes we don't understand what's going on. So if you're lashing out from passion, that's passionate, and that's temper, right? So you are something so much more than that, right? So you have Diamond coming in with freedom and wisdom, right? You see this? Diamond, freedom, wisdom, right? Over here, you got breakthrough. The only one that's upright is passion. Safe journey, paired with all kinds of fire and pitchforks and brimstones and shit, right? I have a horrible temper. I do. But I also have extreme rage, anger, that my temper flares, and it goes from calm the fuck down in 5 seconds to I'm roaring and I'm ready to jump into an orange jumpsuit, and then I'll take it one step farther and I'll rock the black and white pinstripe, and I'll be on someone's fucking chain gang because, honey, I know how to jail, and I'm a stand on mine. So it becomes more like I have allowed the beast now free. Now I'm fee fi fo fum. You know what I'm saying? I completely lose focus and go into that because I thought they were the same. Now, I don't get quite as passionate because once I realize my passionate side is coming out, I usually start pacing and catching myself, rocking, calling in guides. Hey guys, calm me down. Breathing. Breathing is a big thing. So I'm going to say that from here, it looks like you may be struggling trying to figure out the difference between the two. And I would recommend strongly just journal. Journal where you feel it at. Are you feeling it just here? Are you feeling it here? Are you feeling it in your gut, in your soul? Are you feeling it in your roots? Is it a moral? There's got to be a reason that you're possibly struggling with passion in this form, and I could be completely off and way out in left damn field and I hit a foul ball. So, Josh, I'm going to hand it to you, and that's what I got for you, babe.
All right. So I am Lula. So I am defending myself against ogre hunters because of my passion. You never defend if you're passionate about something, then you generally go overboard about what you're doing, right? So, but if you have a passion for something and you stand in frame with it, there's the difference. So if you have a passion for something, you stand in frame with it, and it's part of you stand in frame. That's part of you. Like, way of painting. He had a passion for painting. He was passionate as an adverb, but his passion was painting, and you could see that. There's that fine line when you step into passionate, where you can become obsessive about something. You can become overly energetic about something. You could become that person. Like, all right, I've heard it already. We know. Stop already. That kind of energy. Or you can become to the point where it's like you start preaching. There's that over passionate. Then you start, like, if you are passionate about Mother Gaia, right? And you are so passionate that I walk everywhere. Well, that's great. We love your universe. You're not totally really saving anything, but you're just making it harder for yourself. But if you're passionate about not creating any emissions, then you're going to run around till everybody else start walking too, right? That's the difference between my passion is I walk, and I'm centered on it, and I know that my difference is mine only, and I don't care about everybody else. I'm just in my passion, and I'm okay with that. Passionate is running around telling everybody, "Hey, put your cars down. I don't drive a car. What's wrong with you? Why are you driving a car? You're polluting the planet." Right. And well, that's their choice to drive a car. It's a little planet we live on. So I'm gonna pull a couple cards here, but that's if you want to just seeing the difference here. Connection is the card I got here, and it's kind of politically correct. But connection, right? So follow your heart. 18, which is a 9. So are you following your heart when you're dealing with passion versus passionate? Or are you just trying to be seen, or are you just being overly loud? A lot of it, passionate comes from fear of not being seen. A lot of passion comes from your heart. Passionate comes from generally speaking, broken energies. Maybe you had somebody in your universe who was very dominant energetically and tried to tell you how to live your life. So you end up as passionate about something, trying to tell everybody else how to live their life. And under that, I just got confirmation from my coffee maker on that one. My water boiler, the little spring on the handle pops at some point after you make water, and it did it right there. So yeah, look into your universe. A lot of people are passionate, have people who are a little overbearing in their universe, to say the least. All right, and of course we got Lady Venus, and we're not talking about the race here, but so she's saying call to action, power surge, your Earth mission. So if you're passionate, so this is something to do with what you're here for, and we're grateful that you're figuring out what you're here for. But take that passion itself, and yet the word that keeps coming to mind and that I'm hearing is, all right, you can just tone down the energy just a hair, please. Thank you. We love you. And so that's what I'm feeling here is, we love we're grateful you love what you love, but we all don't love the same thing. We're grateful you're doing what you're doing, but we all don't have to be doing the same thing. So if you understand where we're going here, and it's never a knock against anybody who's passionate or has a passion, it's a matter of expressing that passion in your frame versus trying to traumatize it and throwing it out like the monkey poo in everybody else's frame. All right, so hopefully that helps. And usually it's just tied to some sort of unhealed trauma. It's not a big deal, and it's easily fixed. Once you associate the trauma to that, the goddess epiphany will step in, and it'll be like, oh my God, that's why I've been so passionate. It's because, oh, my father used to ride Harleys, and every time I touch his Harley, he'd scream at me about how awesome his Harley was, and don't touch it, and blah blah blah, and this and that, and it all ties together. So what you'll see the pattern, whatever it is. Hopefully that helps.
I'm coming back in. Just 1 second, real quick there. Lulu, so unfortunately I read your comment, but I already kind of had that feeling going on. These could be spoken words as well. When they're not here anymore, oh man, does it fucking hurt because we can't say it. We can't get it off our chest.
This is true.
You can still say it. 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 You can still say it, even if they're somewhere on the other side, or they've already fully crossed and they've started their next timeline, their next walk, right? Whether you feel them because you know they're still here for whatever reason, or they are already crossed over into peace. You can still say it. You can still say it. You can still say it. Okay. All right. That does conclude our reads for today. For those of you that did get a read, thank you so much for having patience with the new guy here. Dylan will get it. I don't know if he's going to be permanent for this because at some of them he was grabbing that pattern quickly, but on some of them he was ready to deep dive some shit. So y'all, we may have Dylan come back again, but it's been great. How about you, Josh? Was it a good day for you today so far?
This has been awesome, and yeah, I don't know if Dylan quite understood where we were going here, but maybe in time. But grateful, guys, that you're all here. Grateful I could help.
Yeah. So I appreciate all of you beautiful, gorgeous gems. For those of you that did put in the comments of what you were being for the season this year to dress up for the spooky season or a Halloween party or a costume party, or just because you love the season and you get to dress up every day as something different. Absolutely. I love it. I love your energy. I love your vibe. Today is Tuesday, so tomorrow is Wednesday. We have shadow work at 8 p.m. tomorrow right here on this channel. Something wicked this way comes maybe for the 23rd. Don't tell nobody. The 24th, I will be on Uncle G's channel. So if you are not subscribed to the one and only Tarot Stash, you can catch me on his channel Friday. I believe it's 2 p.m. for Yawns or yes or no. We just like to call them Yawns. It's more fun, and we get to play with all kinds of Yanny toys. And different kinds of decks, and they're just basic yes or no questions. I don't know if I have anything planned or coming up this weekend, but next week it's all about the spirit, and we will be in full bloom, full gone. I will be able to wear my red polish and black polishes and all of the fun stuff. I look forward to next week. I don't really have anything else. Josh, you want to add anything?
Not really. If you guys haven't joined me, you can join us in Good Dawning here Monday through Saturday through Saturday, basically. Saturday, actually Monday through Saturday. There we go. At 8:40 my time, which would be 10:40 Eastern time. So join us in Good. We're gonna move it to 10:45 just because it's after Victor there, and to give it a buffer in time there. But otherwise, guys, join us in Good Dawning there and hear more of my channeling. Today we channel White Buffalo Calf Woman, and pretty good stuff, guys. But yeah, thank you guys for all being here. You guys are all amazing, and anybody's willing to examine their patterns, look into themselves in any form or fashion, in any which way, and not think that they're just the shiznit and walking around with their ego and all that, which is what most people are doing. Then you already get the prize. Do realize that. The fact that you're here, sitting here, means that you want to do the work, at least in some fashion or another, and want to at least see something. And anybody who's doing that, you get an honor, because and the universe will honor you for that. Do keep that in mind. You may be sitting here in patterns that you're not happy with and what have you, but if you are trying to dive into them at some point, it may take a while, your universe will honor that, and you will see a shift. I promise you.
Absolutely.
And the crows outside agree with that. The crows screaming outside are agreeing with that, and that's always, again, White Buffalo Calf Woman comes back to the signs are in the nature. They're not in anything else.
That's right. That's right. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. All right, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. My beautiful, gorgeous, unbreakable gems. I will see you tomorrow. Same bat channel. Same crazy woman. I'll be there. Love you, misfits. See you tomorrow.
Love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you.